kind of funny because I originally started this YouTube channel with a video where I was gonna talk about my life as a streamer, my like diary as a content creator, and over the years and what it's like the day-to-day and my growth and stuff like that. And somewhere along the lines, I just kind of stopped. So we're gonna get back to that. And the funny thing is, one of the first B-roll cinematic kind of things I tried doing was coffee, which is, you saw at the beginning of this, there's a coffee B-roll. So I just kind of wanted to like hit you guys with like a life update, like a vlog, because I do actually want to get back to those because I do like that kind of content. And again, like I want to be able to share my life with people and be open about my experiences, what I've learned, so on and so forth, because again, I feel like maybe not trying to teach people of like, hey, this is, you know, what I've done, instead of just like teaching them and throwing out points and advice and stuff like that. I'd rather just show people what I go through and kind of talk through like why I go through what I'm going through, or how I navigate through what I'm going through and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I want to get back to these vlogs and stuff like that. And also too, it's honestly, I think, a kind of content that I really enjoy. Like I watch a lot of like Peter McKinnon. I just saw Nate Shot put out a really awesome vlog, his vacation. Big E, I mean, I actually got addicted to Big E's like daily vlogs, and then he stopped, which I completely understand why he'd stop doing daily uploads. But I really like that kind of content because I personally like to connect with the person, and that's why I like Twitch versus like VOD content, or excuse me, I like live streaming content versus VOD content because I like connecting with people. But anyways, we'll get to that later on. Wrote down some notes on my phone in Notion, which I talk a lot about and stuff like that. Don't pause that, by the way. Don't go looking at what's in the future part of this video. Just stay put and watch. Big news. This is actually kind of crazy, and I can't believe I even said this out loud, and it's really starting to feel that it's real, but I literally stepped from a full-time position down to a part-time position. Like, that is massive. So like when we talk about taking steps to being a full-time creator, like that is a huge step. I am now putting myself in a position to where I'm going to be working part-time, and I'm going to be able to put my content and my brand first. I don't have to worry about putting, you know, said job first. I have to worry about putting my content in the back seat. I can now put it in the front seat, and I can put my job in the back seat. It blows my mind to think of because like it honestly doesn't feel real, and I'm actually like starting to shake from it. Like it literally just doesn't feel real. I'm mind blown right now by it. So for some of you guys that have known that have been on this journey for a while with me. Actually, wait, but first, before I get into that, look at this awesome find that I got today. I was literally at Target, which whenever I first pulled up, I was like, why am I here? And then I remembered I wanted to buy a shirt. Hopefully it looks good. Yeah, I like got to Target and I saw the guy stocking the shelves, so this is gonna be sweet. I can't wait to open these up on stream, which I do have a channel point redemption for me to open these up. So if you guys wanna see me open this, head over to my Twitch channel. I thought I'd share that with you guys because I'm actually really excited, and the cover art of this looks really cool, dude. Like I'm actually super stoked to start using this. Pretty hyped for that. For those of you who have not been on this journey for a while, in 2018, I decided after a like major breakup, whenever I had a bunch of time to myself and I was just focusing on me, that this is something I want to do. And I know I can do it. I just need to apply myself and be consistent and so on and so forth. Fast forward to now, I'm actually like starting to make headway towards it. Like I'm actually putting myself in a position where I can potentially really start like leaning into this. I have skills that I've developed over the years. I have a growing community that has been supportive through the years that a lot of people are a part of. I've now built relationships on professional levels with people and brands and things of that nature. Not that any of this is supposed to sound like a flex, but it's just like, this is the payoff of hard work that is coming together. And it's not luck by any means. It's just me busting my butt for 3 years to put myself in this position. Obviously, a lot of things have come along the way where it was just like right place, right time, but I digress. Yeah, I'm now technically gonna be a part-time employee whenever you guys see this. And I'm doing it a smart way. Like I'm not gonna be working like, 20 hours a week just yet, but the idea is that I'm now in a job, in a position where I can say, you know what, like I need these days for my stream or for my business outside of this. Like, because that's literally what I'm doing. I am running a business outside of my daytime job. I wasn't able to, especially with it being retail, I'm not able to put, my streams and my content first. Like there's an ever-changing schedule. There are holiday shopping times. There are drive times and things like that. Like there's a lot of stuff that makes it to where, again, when you're in a leadership position in a retail scenario, like you are very committed to that role. Not to say anything bad or negative, like I wasn't able to dictate my schedule the way that I would want to be able to give more to my content. And being in this part-time role is gonna let me do that. So eventually, whenever I start really kind of ramping into this, or I might have like the additional funds or time to be able to take some, additional time off or decrease my hours, I have the flexibility to do that, which is awesome. So that's just crazy. It's a huge step. And honestly, I don't think I would have actually made it without the help of the Pipeline Corsair scholarship, which brings me to my next topic of how that's all going. Literally still a dream, and I still can't believe that I am a scholarship winner. I'm just so lucky that I'm in this position. And again, there's a lot of hard work that built up to it, but you still, no matter how hard I worked, no matter what great videos I put out, if you guys haven't seen the videos I put for my applications, I'll link them in the description below, because honestly, it's some of the best work I've done to date. Without all of that building up to this, I wouldn't have been in a position to be seen or be noticed or be recognized as, hey, you know what, this person deserves this. Like, they deserve this shot to be pushed closer to a full-time position. Very thankful for that. And again, without my community and people that support me, I wouldn't be able to do that. But that's going really well. I'm actually learning a lot from it. So a lot of what I've focused on personally has just been organization, making sure that, like, instead of just thinking of what I need to do, writing that stuff down, keeping it somewhere where it's like Google Calendar, a planner, something like it, just having it down, right? Because when you build professional relationships, you want to start doing work and stuff like that, you really need to make sure that you're very organized and on top of that stuff. And it gives you some sort of clarity and also flexibility as well too, because like I personally I was very scared about scheduling stuff. I didn't like the idea of scheduling it by hour and stuff like that, but I started doing that, and now it allows me to kind of like move pieces around in case I do have a day where like I went to go visit family instead of doing a video, but then I was like, well, I can take this video, move it here, change this around, move this can move backwards. It kind of helped me out a lot. So learning that, being consistent with that, getting those like one-on-one mentorships every single week has been amazing. Meeting with some people in the industry has been absolutely amazing. That's going really fantastic. I really enjoy it. And speaking of, I actually have a lot of equipment that I got, thankfully, from it, which I'll be able to now make YouTube videos out of. And that's literally the reason why I chose all of this, or most of it actually. This isn't even including the computer that I got. I have all of this stuff that I can now make YouTube videos out of, and I can test and I can try out and I can let people know how it is, and I can do product photography, and I can now add different elements to my stream. Like, there's now so much I can do with all this stuff, and I'm super excited about it, and I'm very thankful. I'm at the point now where I feel like I'm starting to get into a groove with scholarship, and now I'm really starting to hammer down on like, okay, like what do I want to get out of this? Like, what can I learn from this? Like, what do I want that's going to be a lasting impact? Because this is 3 months, and honestly, these 3 months are starting to fly by. Like, I believe I'm like a month and a half into this right now, so I'm like already halfway through the program, and I just want to make sure that I'm getting everything in now that I can take with me out of it. I'm building these good habits. I am building this good mindset. I am good. Again, I'm putting myself in a part-time job so that way I can actually like take more time for content, which is amazing. Like, I never would have done that without this opportunity. Which brings me to another topic, but first I want to put all these away. But anyways, I wrote some points on my phone. So on top of trying to go part-time, one other thing that I need to think about is what can I do to diversify my revenue? I don't want to just rely on one source of revenue. And the reason why is because this is probably the best way I can put it. And I wrote it down because I was like, this is the best way to explain it. I want to be in a position where if I don't have X amount of subs or tips, I can comfortably say, what happened that month? Instead of, how will I pay my bills? So that right there, to me, I don't want to ever be in a position where I have to think financially first before I go start up a stream or, do other decisions and stuff like that, as far as like creating content or maybe trying to run certain events with my community. I don't want to have to think of what's the monetary gain out of it. I want to think of what is the value I am bringing to my community? What is the value I'm bringing to this content? So that's why I'm personally wanting to diversify. I don't know why that word is so damn hard to say. Diversify myself. And give me a sec, I have to change the battery because this is about dead, so I'm gonna swap it out to the other one, which hopefully has more battery. So give me just one moment. And we're back. Hopefully nothing looks different and nothing's changed because all I did was swap the battery, but welcome back. Again, I don't ever want fear to drive my decisions. I want to be able, I'm not saying I don't want to be uncomfortable about some of the decisions I make, like again, dropping from full-time to part-time so I can then make my brand and content first, take priority over a job that I do because I just do it to pay bills versus I do it because I love it. I'm now in that position to do so. And I always told myself what I would never do is I would never support something I don't fully believe in. Now imagine if you had to make the decision of how do I pay my bills? here's a company I don't really know or I don't care for, or like, maybe I'm not truly invested in it, but they're paying me money so I can pay my bills. I don't ever want to do that, and I will not let myself be in a position where I ever have to make that choice. Because again, I know what I'm gonna choose, and it's gonna be probably not paying my bills. Maybe I'll go, I don't know, wash cars or something like that to make up the money, but like, I don't wanna have to worry about doing that. I wanna be able to comfortably do that. I wanna be able to enjoy my streams and not worry about like, how many subs did I get? What was my viewership count? Like, how many follows did I get? Like, how did this go? I don't ever wanna have to worry about that. And having a diversification in my financial income is gonna help me with that. I'm just thinking about what I can do to start doing that. So obviously having that equipment will really be able to help me showcase like, my ability to create videos and educate people on what they do, what the products are and stuff like that. Product photography, I'll be able to mess around with as well too. I already have some ideas for skits, which are things that I love doing. Like I love doing those commercials. I love doing the skits. Like those are actually really fun and enjoyable. And honestly, like they're very different and unique. And I need to start really leaning into that because like that was massive for me. Like I actually got put on Elgato's radar because I made a stupid video about wave panels and it was hilarious. People loved it. Like that video is actually really special to me because I remember the day that I went to go see my family and I actually showed them that because I don't normally share this stuff with my family because I don't think anyone wants to watch some nerd playing a video game, getting angry or whatever, winning and stuff like that. I actually showed my family that video and like they loved it. Like they were like, why don't you share more of this stuff? Like where can we find this? We want to share it with other people. Like it was actually a really awesome and kind of humbling moment for me. It was neat to be able to bring my family into that, so that was really cool. And again, that's stuff I want to get into. Like I want to be able to do those commercials. I want to be able to do funny things and make people laugh. Like that's why I do this, because I love making people laugh. I love giving people a place or even just a 10-minute video to escape from reality and just kind of like, relax, be in the moment, because I understand what it's like to go through, being frustrated and upset and then watching a streamer and having that person literally change your entire day just because of them being polite or funny or great or whatever it is they do. I know what that feeling is, and that's what made me fall in love with streaming in 2012 when I joined Twitch. Anyways, all right, let's stop getting sad and sappy because I almost started I did start tearing up there, but anyways, on with the life update, which again, this segues into my next topic, which is gonna be testing things and trying out new things, right? So that is one thing too that I'm learning with the scholarship, is just trying to be more on purpose with my content, how I'm delivering it, and making sure that I'm doing the job that I wanna do, right? So imagine you're trying to become a full-time content creator, right? And Twitch was the only thing you had, and you saw it like, slowly start going up, and then all of a sudden you had that dip, right? Or you had this massive jump up, and now all of a sudden you start having this dip. Like, how worried or how scared are you gonna be to try new things or to try and course correct yourself if that is your only source of income or that is the only thing you are doing? Like, I don't wanna be in a position where I feel like I am tied down to just doing that, right? Like, yes, I've been playing a lot of Apex because I've been enjoying it. I've been trying to somewhat get like down into a niche category, but I'm now starting to think like, how can I change things up a little bit? What can I do to refresh the content? What can I do to maybe bring in like, a more intimate stream where it's gonna be, better for just chatting with my community and being able to experience a video game with each other. I wanna start doing other things. I wanna start branching out to other stuff, dip my toe into other things. That is basically it. I just wanna do a quick life update and get back to like the whole streamer vlog, like my vlog diary, which was the reason why I started this channel in the first place. Throw back to that, roll back to a coffee montage or B-roll, whatever it is, getting back down to the roots, trying some new things. And I just want to say I appreciate all the love and support everyone's given me. If you guys want to watch my first video, I guess I'll link it down in the description below so you guys can kind of understand what I'm saying, because I feel like a lot of people now probably haven't watched that video and don't know where it even exists. So I'll link that in the description below if you guys want to go check it out. It's going to be a little different than this. Let's just say that I've gotten my personality a little bit better on camera now versus then, and some of the equipment's changed just a little bit, and the lighting and the sound and the editing, everything. All right, okay, everything has changed since then, but except for me, I'm still the great me. I'm still me. And we now have this box. Stop. There we go. We now have this box. Look at that. Look how beautiful this box is. I can't wait to unbox this on stream. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Stay beautiful, stay amazing, and I'll see you later. Have a good one. I'm just kidding. I actually need to take this down and start editing this video like today. So, see ya. So that's why I'm personally wanting to diversify. I don't know why that word is so damn hard to say. Diversify myself and just try and like dip my toe into other things.